Good morning. Today I'm sharing my testimony about what God has done in my life. On the 17th of November 2012, my parents had a car accident that left the car totaled. At the time of the accident, my mum was 32 weeks pregnant with me. The ambulance and fire brigade worked quickly to free my mum and dad out of the car and took me to the Royal Women's Brisbane Hospital. Once we arrived at the hospital, the doctors noticed from my mum's pain that she had serious internal injuries and were concerned because she was also pregnant. The doctors took my mum for scans, and upon observation, they noticed that she had what is called an abruption of the placenta, which caused a blood clot the size of a Coke can. Once my grandma and granddad and auntie and uncle arrived at the hospital, they didn't hesitate to start praying and believing God for a miracle. The doctors and nurses quickly rushed my mum into emergency for cesarean. After a little while later, I came into the world. Because of the trauma I went through in my mum's life, Because of the trauma I went through in my mum's stomach when the abruption happened, the doctors realized that I was without oxygen for 3.5 hours. The doctors did tests and scans on me and came across small brain bleeds on my brain. I was in an incubator and had to be on CPAP machine to help me breathe, blood transfusions and a feeding tube. The doctor's report that they gave to my parents was not good, and they told my parents that it would be a miracle if I would be able to walk and talk. Also, they mentioned that there was a big possibility that I would have eye problems and need a lot of care as I was growing up. After being in the NICU for 2 months and showing great progress, I was finally allowed to go home to be with my parents as a family on Christmas Day. Every follow-up appointment and check-up I had, the doctors always came back with a good report. I have hit each milestone when the doctor said I wouldn't, and when I started school up until now, I've been at the top of my classes. The reason why I chose to share my testimony today is because it marks 12 years since this accident, and also the day God miraculously saved my life. I can stand here today and testify of the goodness of God and bear witness that no matter the situation, God has everything under control and nothing is too hard for Him.
I'm so proud of her. It was a hard time. I try not to cry, but yeah. At that time, when the doctors told us she won't be able to walk, or even she won't be alive by the time she turned 12, and today she's 12 years old. So I'm so grateful to God for what God has done for us. You know. It is hard, very, very hard and tough at that time anyway, but sorry. I know we trust God for what He have done, and we'll keep on trusting God. In the book of Matthew also talk about, if you know the story of how Jesus walked on the water, and Peter told him that he wants to come to Jesus. But then if you read that story properly, it's actually Peter's prayer to come to Jesus, but Jesus was just answering Peter's prayer, if we read it properly. So we just want to say thanks to everybody that was in this church and that was praying for us and praying for Naomi. I thank God for my father-in-law and for my mother-in-law for their hard work and their prayer and their support. We appreciate you guys. I just want to say thank you. Thank you.